Hi guys, in this episode of Radio K, I'm gonna be reacting to the debut album of Yuhua Entertainment's new boy group, Tempest. I recently reacted to their debut track, Bad News, which overall I think it was actually pretty entertaining of a song and it's catchy and everything, but it definitely wasn't what I expected, because if you didn't know, Yuhua Entertainment, the company who owns Tempest, is the company that owns Everglow. And Everglow, after recently reacting to all of their B-sides since debut till now, has officially become my favorite girl group. And I was hoping that Tempest was going to hit as hard as Everglow did. Just for boy groups. It was going to be what Everglow was to girl groups, but for boy groups. And it didn't really end up being like that. It ended up being more of a case of what The Ones is to Dreamcatcher. Yeah, you probably don't even know the group The Ones, but you probably know Dreamcatcher. Both of them are from the same company, Happy Face Entertainment. And similarly to what happened with Tempest, I expected The Ones to go for a similar dark and edgy sound to make themselves stand out from other boy groups, but instead they kind of went for another like hard-hitting, rap-heavy, kind of noise music-y kind of style, which I liked enough, but it definitely wasn't as memorable and stand out as what Dreamcatcher did. And with Tempest, it seems like they've gone for the boys style of music, of like very playful and fast-paced kind of music, which I actually honestly enjoyed this more than I enjoyed the boys. That is not a dip at the boys. I think they're a fine group. It's just that I enjoyed this from Tempest more than I did for the boys, even though they're doing kind of the same thing in a way. But even though the title track for this album wasn't what I thought it was going to be, because like I said, I thought it was going to be a little bit more serious and take itself seriously and be more hard-hitting like what Everglow does, and it wasn't. I'm hoping that at least the B-side quality is the same as for Everglow, because genuinely, Everglow's B-sides are straight up the most consistent and best B-sides I've ever heard. And I've listened to a decent amount of B-sides over the time that I've done this channel, for like going for 3 years. I've listened to a lot of B-sides, and I've never had as consistent B-sides as with Everglow, because not only was every single song different from any other song, not only were all of the songs good, but all of them I liked. Because like, there are definitely other groups who you could say have very consistent high quality of their B-sides, like Astro, but none other than Everglow has managed to have every single one of their B-sides be amazing. And I've been listening to all those B-sides since I did that reaction. I recorded that reaction. I'm yet to upload it, but I've recorded it at this point like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I still can't believe how good those B-sides are. So I'm hoping that at least the B-side quality of Tempest is gonna be like Everglow's. But there's only one way to find out, so without further ado, let's get into the 2 songs that we're going to be checking out in this first half of the reaction, those being Just a Little Bit and Find Me. So without further ado, let's get into Just a Little Bit in 3, 2, 1. And who knows, maybe in the B-sides I'm gonna find something more to my taste.
Waiting for you, waiting for you. I remember. 시간이 꽤 흘러 문득 떠오르는 날. 난 아직 너의
Okay, so far it's definitely likable. I like the instrumental. That sound, I really like it. It spices up the song.
너와 같은 시간 속 서로 다른 공간에서 너무 멀리 떨어져 서로를 볼 순 없지만 내가 너를 생각하는 만큼
Also, I really like the distinct visual of the members.
Just little bit. Just little
Yeah, it definitely seems. I know it's early to say, but it seems like the quality is gonna be very high, just like for Everglow. I'll honestly be satisfied with this group if this is gonna be the case.
And I'm ready somebody to get you. 소리 따라가도 찾아갈게 나. 너와 같은 시간속 서로 다른 공간에서 너무 많이 걸었죠. 너를 볼 순 없지만 내가 너를 생각할 만큼 너도 나를 생각할 순 없다는 걸 알기에. Just little little baby. Just little little baby. Just little little baby. 네가 조금이라도 날 생각해 주길 바랄 거야. 더 말하지 않아. I don't want you to forgive me. I don't wanna lose myself. Tell me what you wanna do. Someone to give my life. Know that I'm the one for you, girl. I don't wanna let you go. You're the only one I love, my baby. Oh yeah, just little little baby. Yeah, just little little baby. Just little little baby. 네가 조금이라도 날 생각해 주길 바랄 거야. 더 말하지 않아. Just little little bit. Just little little bit. Just little little bit. Just little little bit.
Okay, pretty good start, honestly. If I had to use one sentence to describe this song, it would be good enough. Because like I said, it's a good start. For the first song, it's enjoyable enough, it's interesting enough, and it's catchy enough. It's nothing crazy, like I'm not blown away as if this is like Everglow's Untouchable or anything, but it's honestly catchier than and more memorable than your average B-side, and I like it. It's enjoyable. It definitely has that vibe of those Everglow B-sides. Like if this was an Everglow B-side, I would love it. So I'm honestly perfectly satisfied with this one. But yeah, I'm not gonna be reacting to it a second time because usually I don't really react to B-sides second time unless I'm like really blown away, and I'm not really. Plus, I have a lot of reactions to record today, so I'd rather go through these reactions as quick as I can while still giving you like a good video and everything. But yeah, it is pretty entertaining. I like all the members' vocals. I'm surprised we didn't really get any rap parts in this, but it doesn't really bother me that much. I think the song was entertaining enough even without it, and I'd rather not have like a rap shoved in rap part rather than I'm fine with it just being like a vocal song without shoving in any rap parts, and it was pretty enjoyable. And like I said, I do want to repeat again, I really like some of the members' visuals. I like the way Hambil looks. Hugh also catches my eye. He has definitely a very memorable face. Lou already caught my eye in the music video. I really like his visuals as well. And Taire also has a very distinct face. They're definitely visually a memorable group, so that's gonna be easier for once I became like a more of a bigger fan. Which I'm gonna wait a couple of comebacks before I say whether I'm a stan or I'm a casual. But so far with the B-sides, pretty good start. Hopefully we're gonna get to some explosive and mind-blowing stuff. And in terms of a rating for just a little bit, I feel like it's a little early to really rate it because I need to have a little bit of a point of comparison to be able to rate it properly. So I'll stick with the final rating for after I've listened to Find Me at the very least. But right now, I kind of want to give it like an 8 out of 10. Because like I said, it's a good enough beginning. I'm satisfied, it's enjoyable, it's definitely a song that I would enjoy listening to again outside of the reactions. But I don't really have much of a point of comparison whether this is like towards their best songs or average or some of their worst. I don't know. So I'll still stick with like the solid rating for after, at least after I've listened to Find Me. So without further ado, let's get into Find Me in 3, 2, 1.
내가 가야 할 그 어딘가 저기 아득하고 멀게만 보이는 정상이 동작지가 누구도 말해주지 않은 걸 새까맣게 빼곡한 이길 속에 till my voice 그 길이 다 정해놓은 대로 따르지 않을 향한 arrow 뒤돌아봤을 때 후회한 게
Okay, this one feels a little bit more energetic, I think at least. I think it's gonna explode a little more in the chorus at least. Okay, I'm definitely not as into this one as I was for just a little bit. It's just that this song reminds me a lot of the kind of songs groups like E666 or 6 release, which are not necessarily bad, but I personally don't really find those songs that catchy. And that is kind of the same for this one. It's not bad, but eh. Although I still think it's catchier than those songs from E666. But I guess another way to put it is it feels a little too generic for me. Like, at least the previous songs just a little bit had that sound in the instrumental to spice it up and make it stand out. This one doesn't really have that. It just feels like very par for the course for K-pop B-sides, you know? Although this rap part here is good. Actually, I'm gonna give this one a second listen just to be sure about how I feel about it. Man, I really like how Hanbin's voice sounded there at the end. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this song is on the edge of being actually pretty catchy to me, but it still hasn't managed to cross it. It still feels a little bit too par for the course. Which is why I want to listen to it a second time just to solidly decide how I feel about it. So yeah, let's just get into it again in 3, 2, 1. Like, I feel like I probably wouldn't mind listening to the song again, but I don't necessarily like it, you know? Like, unless... If this was from any other group, I wouldn't care about this song, but because it's Tempest, I kinda want to like it, you know? Yeah, honestly, I don't mind it that much. Like, if I have to listen to Tempest songs, this is definitely not a bad song to listen to. but I wouldn't go out of my way to look for it. Although again, parts of it are kind of catchy, like this part here I actually like a lot. As well as the rapping. I like the rapping a lot. So I guess the rappers of this group are Huaran and Lu. Man, Hamid is a really good vocalist. I really like Hamid. Honestly, I actually don't mind this song that much at all. It's definitely not as good as Just a Little Bit, but I like it enough. I love the voice that Hamid does here at the end. I'm not even sure if that it's him because it sounds so unlike the way he sounds in the rest of the song, but if that is him, I want more of that sound, you know? But yeah, ultimately I actually like this song, but definitely not as much as Just a Little Bit. And I'm officially going to be changing the rating for Just a Little Bit from 8 out of 10 to an 8.5 out of 10. And this song, Find Me, is going to get a 7.9 out of 10 in comparison. Because, while after the second listen, I'm definitely more into it. Like I said, I'm ultimately not really going to go out of my way to look for this song. I wouldn't mind listening to it if I'm going through my playlist or whatever. But it's definitely not a song that I'm going to go out of my way to listen to. But it's not bad. Let's go with that. But yeah, so far, I'm honestly not sure how I feel about this album. I can't really have much of an opinion on it because we're only halfway through it with only 2 songs that we've heard. The other 2 songs could be better or worse. It could literally go either way. I definitely don't feel the exact level of quality that I got from Everglow. Like the first song, Just a Little Bit, definitely felt closer to what we got with Everglow. Like a really good song that has an interesting gimmick that makes it stand out from the rest while still being very catchy. But the second one feels like more like your typical B-side, so I'm not sure where we stand with Tempest B-sides. I'll definitely need more information to really make give an opinion on that, but so far I'm okay with it. Let's go with that. I'm gonna say more in the second half of this reaction, so yeah. If you have any thoughts about these 2 songs, definitely make sure to comment down below because I would love to have a discussion about these songs with you guys. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine as well. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, and Sanchez. Thank you guys for the support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not know, that will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do. That being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman. I'm not quite sure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people, but that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country with a family that won't really accept the fact that I'm trans if they found out. There is not really a feasible or easy way for me to transition here with minimal repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything, so if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's fine, don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me out get out of this situation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Coffee account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!